Hey YouTube, Gallagher123123 here with an exciting and kind of different video for you all today. Now, this one will appeal to you if you have an interest in blindness technology, which I'm assuming most of you do, but will also really appeal if you are into blindness technology history. Because in this video, we're going to be looking at two devices, and actually one of these devices, if you can see it here, if you have a bit of vision, the one on the right, which I'm now holding in my hand, will look very familiar. This, of course, is the APH BookPort Plus, which I got all the way back in December 2010. It's still in pretty good shape, and it works, still works. So almost 12 years later, it still is in good working order. Now you're probably wondering, what else do I have here in front of me? This is the device that actually the BookPort Plus is based on. And this is the Plextalk Pocket. So, give a bit of a history here of what I know about these two devices. So, of course, APH made the BookPort, which was their first, or one of their first DAISY players, or book document players. Actually, I think they had one before that called the Roadrunner. But in about 2002, so 20 years ago, they had the BookPort. And I actually have one. And I did review this all the way back in 2012, so I've reviewed this about 10 years ago. Might be fun to revisit. But this is the original APH BookPort. And it was a very popular player. And I would say it was probably the most popular portable player until Humanware came along in 2007 with the first generation Victor Reader Stream. Now this one is not my original first generation stream. I actually got this on eBay back in December, but it's still in good shape and very much like mine. It's got the soft pack and all that fun stuff. But one of the competitors that emerged to this Victor Reader Stream was the Plextalk Pocket, and I believe this came out in either late 2008 or early 2009. Now, if you know a bit more specifics, feel free to comment down below. Now, APH had kind of gotten out of the DAISY player market, but by probably late 2009, 2010, they were ready to announce that they were coming back into it. And in, I want to say, January 2010, they introduced the BookPort Plus. Now, I know that was some quick history. And what APH did was they partnered with Shinano Kenchi and Plextalk to use the Plextalk Pocket hardware, but the software is a bit different. And it has a few features that the Pocket does not have. It also has a much more pleasant, in my opinion, guide voice. Now, the BookPort Plus is silver. Give you a good look at that, front and back. And the Plextalk Pocket, the one I have, is white. Now, the Plextalk Pocket was also available in black, but this is the white one. Now, really quickly, how did I get the BookPort Plus, as I mentioned, I have had since 2010. And this Plextalk Pocket I just got yesterday as I'm recording this off of eBay. Now, why did I get this? Well, I have always been curious to see up close the differences between the Plextalk Pocket and the BookPort Plus. So I thought it'd be a great idea, though, since I had both units, to do that in a video. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that wanted to see how these two worked, and understand, even though they're pretty identical, to kind of get a chance to see where there are some differences. So I thought we'd do that in this video. Now, some of the stuff I'm going to show you is like, it might be like, why are you pointing that out? But I still find some of these things interesting, particularly the level of verbosity of each device. So, we'll start with a tour of the units. Well, I won't go into the button layout, but on the left side, you have an SD card slot, and on the right, so on the right-hand side of the unit, you have a volume rocker kind of switch and a key lock switch. And that is the same on both units. As I mentioned, they are the same hardware. Now, on the keypad, the top right button on the keypad, and it has 2 dots, is the power key. Now, I'm going to boot both units up, but I'm going to do them separately. And we will start with the Plextalk Pocket, which is on the left here. So I'm going to go ahead and press this green button down. It's also green, I don't know if I mentioned that, but there it is. So I'll go ahead and press this down, hold it down.
Please wait. SD card, Daisy title. The week, July 22nd, 2022. Date of publication, July 2022. Name of the publisher. National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, Library of Congress.
Okay, so the Plextalk Pocket has booted. I'll go ahead and do the same thing over here on the BookPort Plus. Now this boot process, as you'll see, is pretty much identical. Let's go ahead and do it.
Please wait. SD card, Daisy title. The week, July 22nd, 2022. Publication date, July 2022. Publisher, National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, Library of Congress.
Okay, so now both units are powered up and ready for our exploration. Now, you notice that the boot process was pretty identical and took about the same amount of time. At least they should have taken about the same, as they are the same hardware. So when I powered both units on, they announced, please wait. Well, first they played a chime, announced, please wait. Then there was a bit of a musical chime to signify that the boot up was just about done. Then you heard another chime as it scanned the SD cards in the units. And the messages were pretty much identical, except for a bit of wording. The Plextalk Pocket said date of publication and name of the publisher, while the BookPort Plus, after giving the title, said publication date and publisher. So a bit less verbose, just one of the small little interesting differences. Now both of these are on the same book. I have transferred the current issue of the week magazine from Bard on here so that we can, try navigation and seeing where that differs, because that is probably the biggest difference between the Plextalk Pocket and the BookPort Plus. Now, before I booted these up, we were taking a tour of the hardware and seeing the different ports. Oh, I forgot to mention the bottom of these units. I do apologize. On the bottom, there is your charging port and a mini USB port. That is the same on both units. Now, what I did not do was go through the buttons. And the reason for that is I want to compare the key describers on both units, because they are quite different. Okay, now it looks like both units went to sleep. And this was one thing I thought was different on both units, but it must have changed. Both units go to a sleep mode after about 2 minutes of inactivity. Now we can press any key to wake up the units. So I'll wake up the Pocket first.
11:47 p.m.
And it gave us the time, 11:47 p.m. And I'll wake up the BookPort Plus.
11:46 p.m.
Okay, so the BookPort Plus is about a minute slower, but they both reported the time. Now I'm going to go ahead and press the menu key. Press and hold the menu key, which is directly below the power button. I'll do it first on the Plextalk Pocket. Press and hold it.
Key describer on.
Okay, key describer on, it said. I'll go ahead and do the same thing. Press and hold menu on the BookPort Plus.
Key describer on.
Perfect. Both have announced that we're in key describer mode. And I'll now go through all of the buttons on both units, and we'll hear how each unit describes them, because they are a bit different. So, the top button on both units is
Record key. Press to record. Press and hold to record a voice memo.
the record key. Now press the same record key on the BookPort Plus.
Record key. Press twice to record. Pause recording with another press. Press enter to stop. Hold and speak, then release for voice memos.
So the BookPort Plus, as you'll notice, gives a bit more help when you're in the key describer. It really describes the different keys and what they do. Now, I'll go ahead and press the next key over, which we did already use.
Power key. Sleep timer. Press and hold to turn power off. Power and sleep timer. Press repeatedly to cycle through time settings or to turn off the sleep timer. Hold to turn power on or off. Tip. BookPort Plus turns itself off automatically. Turn off power only for long periods of non-use.
So right there, it gave us some good tips. Now, below the record key, we have
Go to key. Select Go to Functions.
the Go To, and below that,
Bookmark key. Select Bookmark Functions.
and I'll press those on the BookPort Plus.
Go to key. Press repeatedly to jump directly to pages, headings, or percentage.
And below that is the bookmark key.
Bookmark key. Press repeatedly to move to, set, and clear bookmarks, including ones with voice annotation.
Okay, so there are also voice bookmarks, as explained by the BookPort Plus. Now, the functions are the same in both units when it comes to bookmarks, so that is pretty good. Okay, now, to the right of those go-to and bookmark keys, we have the arrow pad, which has a cursor cross and kind of play pause in the middle. I'll go ahead and press these buttons, starting with up,
Up key. Scroll up or cancel.
then down,
Down key. Scroll down or enter.
left,
Left key. Move back.
Right.
Right key, move forward.
And the one in the middle.
Play stop key or enter.
And do the same thing. Up arrow on the BookPort Plus.
Up arrow key, press to increase the playback speed or to move up a line in text files that are paused. Hold to quickly increase the speed.
And do the same thing. Press down.
Down arrow key, press to decrease the playback speed or move down a line in text during pause. Hold to quickly decrease the speed.
Left.
Left arrow key, press to rewind 5 seconds in audio or move back by letters and text.
Right.
Right arrow key, press to fast forward 5 seconds in audio or move to the next letter in text.
And in the middle.
Play stop key, press to start or stop playback or to select an option in a menu or list.
And there we go. Now, the arrows behave quite a bit differently during navigation on both units. We'll get to that after we're done with our tour of both key describers. Now, to the right of those keys, we'll continue with the BookPort Plus this time. We have another set of 2 keys similar to the left side with the Go To and Bookmark. But over here we have
Menu and Key Describer key. Press to open or close the menu. Hold for 5 seconds to turn on and off Key Describer.
we have the menu key, which we use to get into Key Describer.
Title key. Press once, then use left or right arrow to browse other titles. Press repeatedly to cycle among the SD card, USB, and voice memos.
And we have the title key. So it's going to be the same controls over on the Plextalk Pocket, but we'll see how they read.
Menu key. Press and hold for Key Describer.
Okay, that's menu and...
Title key.
Wow, actually no help is given about the title key on the Pocket. Now below all those, we have the number pad. This is where things really differ. Now, it'll be a bit harder to tell that in the key describer. When we look at navigating, you'll really be able to see it. I'll do each number on each unit. So first we'll start with the 1 key on the Pocket.
1 key. Switch tone or speed control. 1 key. Press to rewind 30 seconds in audio or paragraphs in text while playing. It moves by words during pause.
Okay.
2 key. 2 key. Press repeatedly to select among speed, tone, guide speed, and guide volume. Then use the volume control to adjust the selected option. The volume key returns to volume control after 10 seconds or when you press another key.
So that probably is reminding you of the 1 key on the Pocket. And yes, they are pretty similar. Okay, 3.
3 key. 3 key. Press to fast forward 30 seconds in audio or by paragraphs in text. It moves by words during pause.
Okay, 4.
4 key. 4 key. Press to rewind 10 minutes in audio or by pages in text.
And we have the 5 key.
5 key. Information.
Okay, that's information. Let's see what it is on the BookPort Plus.
5 key. Press repeatedly to hear battery level, power source, and other information about the current title, such as the time elapsed in audio or percentage in text. Hold to hear the current time and date.
So it is the same on the BookPort Plus, except it gives you more details. Now that, I do believe, is the only, well, aside from star and pound, which we'll get to, those are the only, 5 is the only key where the behavior is the same on both units. Now let's have a look at 6.
6 key. 6 key. Press to fast forward 10 minutes in audio or by pages in text.
7.
7 key. 7 key. Press to move back by track or album in audio or by the selected table of contents amount in DAISY. Use 8 repeatedly to select the amount. 8 key. 8 key. Press repeatedly to cycle among track and album in audio or the possibilities offered in the table of contents for DAISY. Then use 7 and 9 to move by the selected amount.
Okay, now a 9.
9 key. Backup.
That's a backup key. Now, I'm sure you have an idea what 9's going to be, because it'll be the same as 7, except the other direction, on the BookPort Plus.
9 key. Press to move forward by track or album in audio, or by the selected table of contents amount in DAISY. Use 8 repeatedly to select the amount.
All right. Now we get to the star, 0, and pound. Oh, and 0, as you'll see, is the other key that's the same.
Star key, cancel, undo.
Star is cancel, and I believe that's the same here.
Star key, press to cancel a selection or to undo the last DAISY navigation.
Yep. Okay, 0.
0 key, help.
0 is help.
0 key, press to open or close the built-in help. It uses the synthesized speech to read. Use all the normal navigation commands.
All right. So that's again your help key, and pound.
Pound key, enter, redo.
Is enter, redo.
Pound key, press to redo and undo.
So there you go. So that is the key describer on both units. Now let's go ahead and exit key describer, and again we will do that by pressing and holding the menu key. Actually, I'll do it first on the BookPort Plus this time.
Key describer off.
And we'll do it over here on the Pocket.
Key describer off.
There we go. Now we'll take a look at navigation. And I'm just doing this to show kind of what the differences are. This isn't really a tutorial of both units, just to kind of preserve the history and how these two units operated. I'm just going to allow this clock to finish chiming. I'm not going to edit because that would be a choppy edit. So sorry. We'll continue once this Howard Miller finishes chiming. I'd encourage you to check out that video, by the way, if you're interested in these clocks. Okay. There we go. Really quickly, so I can demonstrate it while I'm thinking about it. Speaking of time, let's press and hold the 5 key and get the time on both units. And you'll see a difference.
11:58 p.m. Tuesday, July 26, 2022. 11:57 p.m. July 26, 2022.
Notice that? The Plextalk Pocket gives the weekday. I was actually quite surprised by that difference. I don't know why, but I was under the impression that both reported time the same way. But learn something new every day. Okay, now let's go ahead and explore navigation. Now, of course, we're going to do this one device at a time. And to make this a little easier, I'm actually going to hold the units in my hand. We're going to start with the Plextalk Pocket. So, as you'll recall, when I powered both units on, they announced that the last thing I had open was The Week, which is a news magazine offered by Bard that comes out, as the name implies, weekly. If you like kind of a current events style news magazine, you'll find it's a good one. Now, I'm going to try not to let too many of these articles play, because I know some of these issues could be a bit controversial or political, so I don't want to totally go into that. Okay, I'm now going to go ahead and press play, because I believe the unit is awake, and that should start this magazine playing.
Beginning of title. If you receive this magazine on digital cartridge,
Okay.
please remember it must
I'll
be
pause it.
returned.
Now, if we press the left and right arrow, it will move us through the book by whatever level we are set to. And I believe we are set to level 3. But we'll try it and see what happens. I'll press my right arrow.
The Week. Copyright 2000. Table of contents.
News. The main stories and how they were covered. Trump lit fuse on January. Boris Johnson reluctantly steps down. BA.5 subvariant triggers new COVID wave.
Now we can press the left arrow to go the other direction.
Boris Johnson. Trump lit fuse. News.
Table of contents.
So there you go. Now, if we press the down arrow, we'll move through our navigation options.
Level
So we're on level 3 now.
Phrase.
We have phrase.
10 minutes.
Okay, so we have some audio jumps. 10 minutes.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Level 1.
And level 1. Okay.
Level 2. Level 3. Phrase. 10 minutes. 30 seconds.
So you have 10 minutes and 30 seconds.
Level 1.
Which I believe were the same options on the BookPort Plus. 30 seconds was 1 and 3, and 4 and 6 did the time.
Level 1.
So, level 1. Let's try moving by that. Use my right arrow.
News. Controversy of the week.
Look, keep pressing my right, and we'll see what else we get.
The U.S. at a glance. The world at a glance.
So that gives you an idea of the navigation.
Controversy of the week. News. The main stories.
Level 1.
And how.
Level 2.
So pressing down confirms
Time 15 minutes.
kind of which one you're on before moving you, it looks
Trump
like.
lit fuse. Boris Johnson reluctantly steps down. BA.5 subvariant triggers new COVID wave. It wasn't all bad. Boris Johnson.
Level 2. Level 3.
Level 3 is default level, which is why that little sound is there.
BA.5. It wasn't all bad. Controversy of the week.
Now, I'm not sure where there are level 3 elements, so I can't really show that here.
Level 3.
But I'll just show you.
Phrase. 10 minutes.
You can also do your time jumps.
Sturgis, Michigan. Baby formula is back. Vel dos Santos says his body won't be returned. Author E.L.J. He resisted
10 minutes. 30 seconds.
women. Of his fellow bidding to influence cynical corruption, said Peterberg, legal advisor at the Sessionable by up to
30 10 frame level 3.
Okay, use my up arrow to go back to level 3.
in the Philippines.
Of course, we can press and hold the arrows to fast forward and rewind. Try that.
5 seconds. 10 seconds. 20 seconds. 30 seconds. 1 minute.
Mohammed bin Salman.
Okay. And then really quickly, to show that we could jump to a heading, so let's try that.
Go to page. Go to heading. Tips. Just press enter to go to beginning. Press 0 followed by enter to go to end.
So I'll type in
4, 5.
45 and press play.
Enter heading 45.
Inventing a major legal doctrine.
Okay. Now just go to the beginning of this book.
Go to page. Go to heading. Tips. Just press enter to go to beginning. Press 0 followed by enter to go to end. Enter beginning of title.
Now,
If you receive
that is one...
beginning of title. If you receive
Come on.
beginning
Okay, I'll stop it. Now that is one difference. Well, I'll show you that when we get to the BookPort Plus and doing those same navigations. Okay, now the BookPort Plus has gone to sleep, so I'll just press any key to wake it up.
12:04 a.m.
Okay, there we are. And I'll go ahead and press the play key just to verify that this magazine is loaded.
Beginning of title. If you receive this magazine on digital
Okay, yes it is. Now, remember on the Plextalk Pocket we were pressing our up and down arrows to move by navigation? Well, if we do that here on the BookPort Plus,
Speed +1. Speed +2. Speed +1. Speed normal.
you get your speed control. Now that could be a bit more efficient, especially if you want to adjust your speed more frequently. Because to do that over here on the Pocket, you have to press the 1 key first,
Speed.
and then you can use your up and down.
Speed +1. Speed +2. Speed +1. Speed normal.
Now, if we keep pressing 1,
Tone. Guide volume. Guide speed.
and that chime means we're out of it. So, anyway, just wanted to cover that real quick as it came to my mind. Yeah, I don't really have a formal plan here for this video. Just as I said, to kind of show these two units off and a bit of how they work. Alright, so then how do you move your navigation levels? Well, on the BookPort Plus, we do that by using the 8 key. So if I press 8,
Level 3.
just like on the Plextalk Pocket, it makes that beep and says level 3.
Level 2.
And doing it again says level 2.
Level 1.
Level 1.
Phrase.
And we have phrase.
Level 3.
Level 3. And to move by level 3, we can press the 9 key to move forward.
The week. Copyright to table of contents.
News. Trump lit Boris Johnson. BA.5. It wasn't all bad. BA.5. Boris Johnson.
And
Trump
we can
lit
press our
views
8 key.
Level 3. Level 2.
Let's say we want to go down to level 1.
News. Controversy of the week. The U.S. at a glance. The world at a glance. People. The world at a glance. The U.S. at a glance. Controversy of the week. News. News.
Okay, that was interesting. Okay, so actually, it may be because I wasn't playing.
Table of contents.
So actually, there is a slight difference here. When you're paused and you move through your headings,
News. The main stories and how they were covered.
it does not continue to play until you hit play.
News.
And I actually like that better about the BookPort Plus.
Level 1.
So that is a bit of the navigation. And again, we can do similar things. If I want to go to heading,
Go to page. Go to heading. Press enter to go to beginning. Press 0, then enter to go to end.
and again, we'll go to heading 45
4, 5.
and press play.
Enter heading 45.
Inventing a major legal doctrine.
And again, we have the same heading that we got to before. Now, if I press the 3 key,
The ruling goes far beyond enabling the EPA to do so.
we move by, I believe that is 30 seconds. And 4 and 6,
It's most under this forms of poison. Independent media and
do 10 minutes. So instead of those being in your navigation options, they get designated keys here. So that is a bit of navigation. Oh, the one thing I'll show you that I liked better, and we'll compare this direct between the two units.
12:09 a.m.
Okay, I had to wake up the pocket there. If I press the go to key and go to heading,
Go to page. Go to heading. Tips. Just press enter to go to beginning. Press 0 followed by enter to go to end.
and I'll do the same thing over here on the BookPort Plus.
Go to page. Go to heading. Press enter to go to beginning. Press 0, then enter to go to end.
Now they're both chiming in patiently for me to do something. Now I'll press pound first on the pocket.
Enter beginning of title. If you receive this magazine,
And you notice it starts playing.
digital cartridge, please
I'll stop it.
remember
But if I do that over here on the BookPort,
Enter beginning of title.
it does not play. If you want to play it, you have to hit play.
Beginning of title. If you receive this magazine on digital cartridge, please.
Now, I like that behavior better. So I think that was a good little enhancement that APH put in the BookPort Plus. Now let's see, what else do I want to cover here? Definitely want to take you on a tour of the menus, because I think there are some interesting differences in terms of how they are read out. So, but first, why don't we continue with a bit more of the kind of playback stuff and navigating your book list. So, first, too, we'll also do a look at recording. And actually, let's do the recording now. So if I go ahead and press the record key, top left key, let's start with the BookPort Plus this time. So go ahead and press that record key.
Starting Daisy editing mode. Please wait. Daisy editing mode. New title. Press record key to start recording. Left and right arrow to select title to record. Level monitor. Auto.
Now it's on auto gain control,
Auto.
so it's going to keep saying
Auto.
until we start
Auto.
recording.
Auto.
Yes, I know it's auto.
Auto. Auto.
It's kind of
Auto.
fun to play with that a bit.
Auto.
But I'll go ahead and press record again.
Auto.
And now we are recording on the BookPort Plus. Very easy. Now, if I want to stop it, I can press the play pause key in the middle.
SD card recordings. And now.
Let's hear that. I'll go ahead and hit play pause.
And now we are recording on the BookPort Plus. Very easy. Now, if I want to stop it, I can press the play pause key in the middle. End of title.
Beautiful. Let's do the same thing over here on the Pocket.
12:13 a.m.
Oh, okay, it went to sleep. So now we can press record.
Starting Daisy editing mode. Please wait. Network devices in power save mode. Daisy editing mode. New title tips. Press recording key to start recording. Left and right key to select title to record. Level monitor. Auto.
And
Auto.
we got the same thing with the autos.
Auto.
So
Auto.
go ahead again and we'll press record. Hello, we are now recording on the Plextalk Pocket. Just like the BookPort Plus, it is quite simple and the recording should be very high quality. Let's go ahead and stop it again by pressing play pause.
SD card recordings. Hello.
I love that. It's like, hello. Okay, let's go ahead and play this.
Hello. We are now recording on the Plextalk Pocket. Just like the BookPort Plus, it is quite simple and the recording should be very high quality. Let's go ahead and stop it again by pressing play pause. End of title.
Beautiful. Now, I do want to point out one thing. You did hear the Plextalk Pocket say that the network device was in power save mode. Now, I did not realize I accidentally left Wi-Fi enabled on the Plextalk Pocket. And actually, just for the rest of this, we're going to disable that real quick.
Menu. Media. Bookmark.
Oop.
Media man. Edit.
Oh.
Recording. Bookmark. Media man. Edit.
Oh, I cannot go in there right now. Okay, never mind.
Cancel.
I'll fix that in a second. But currently we are in a Daisy editing mode, which I haven't played much with, so I'm not going to really demonstrate it here. Although I remember it being pretty cool. So let's say we want to get back to our books. Go ahead and press the title key, which is above the number 3.
Exit Daisy editing mode. Are you sure?
And it's asking if we'd like to exit Daisy editing mode. I'll press play pause/select to confirm.
Enter exit Daisy editing mode. Please wait. Exited Daisy editing mode. SD card. All titles list. Select the title. Recordings 3. Hello. In the folder. Plex recording. 3. Titles in this category.
So there we go. Do the same thing over here on the BookPort Plus. Let's exit the Daisy editing and go into our titles.
12:15 a.m.
Okay, had to wake that up. And go ahead and press title.
Exit Daisy editing mode. Are you sure?
And I'll press select to say yes, I'm sure.
Enter exit Daisy editing mode. Please wait. Exited Daisy editing mode. SD card. All titles list. Select title. Recordings 8. And now, in the folder. Recording 8 titles in this category.
Okay, so we are now out. Now, if we want to get back to our book or our magazine, we can press the up arrow to go to select category. So let's do that. You do it on the BookPort Plus first.
Select folder. Recording. Select category. Recordings 8 titles in this category.
And go to the left.
Daisy title. 48 titles in this category.
I have 48 books on here apparently, but if we press down,
Select folder. Root. 48
all my
titles
books are in
this
the root.
folder. Select title. The week. July 20
it says the week is
Publication
the
date
last
July
book.
2022. Publisher
National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, Library of
Now let's
Congress.
do this over here on the pocket before it goes to sleep too. So go up arrow.
Select the folder. Plex recording. Select category. Recordings 3. Titles in this category.
And go to the left.
Daisy title. 20. Titles in this category.
Now, I've only transferred a smaller collection of the books from the BookPort Plus over to the pocket. And I have them for comparison. So let's just down arrow.
Select the folder. Root. Select the title.
The week July 22nd, 2022.
Date of publication, July 2022. Name of the publisher. National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, Library of Congress.
Okay, so both are now on the week. Now let's just see. If we press left arrow, we'll go through our other books.
41. The Secret School.
Oh,
Publication
that's an
date
old
December
book I read a long time
2012.
ago.
Publisher
Some of these I just
National
left
Library Service for the Blind and Physically
on
Handicapped,
here.
Library of Congress.
From before, because I don't use the BookPort Plus as much as my go-to reader, so I have some old stuff on here that I read, quite a while back. But let's see if I press left here, what we get.
19. The Secret Garden.
Another,
Date of publication,
another
June
classic.
2012. Name of the publisher.
But-
National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, Library of Congress.
I'll go ahead and select the week on both of these, just so we
20.
can...
The week July 22nd, 2022. The week July 22nd, 2022.
Date of publication, July 2022. Name of the
Publication
publisher.
date July 2022.
National Library Service for the
Publisher
Blind and Physically Handicapped,
National
Library
Library
of Service for the
Congress.
Blind and Physically Handicapped, Library of Congress.
Now, both finished speaking at the same time, but you notice a little bit that the BookPort Plus is a little less verbose, I find. All right, we'll press pound on both units. Do them at the same time again. Why not?
Daisy title 42.
Okay,
Magazine cartridges 22nd, 2022.
you heard the Plextalk Pocket immediately started playing it again.
Publication date July 2022. Publisher
Now, pressing
National
pound
Library
on the
Service for
BookPort
Blind and
Plus,
Physically Handicapped, Library of Congress.
it just opened it, and it's ready for us to play if we want to play. Again, I like that on the BookPort Plus. I think that is quite nice. Now, really quickly, I just want to disable the Wi-Fi on the Pocket. We'll get to menus in a little bit, because I do want to show those. I know this video is getting a bit long, but I hope it's an enjoyable tour. If you had both units, maybe, to go down memory lane a bit.
Sys network.
But
Enter. Confirm net. Load. Save. Enable. Wireless. Enable. Enter. Disable. Enter. Set.
okay, one thing I did want to do, which we have not done yet, is show you the 5 key, which is information. So, let's go ahead and do that.
Go to page.
I'm going to go to heading.
Go to heading. Tips. Just press enter to go to beginning.
Yes, I
Press
know.
0 followed by enter to go to end.
Let's try heading 58.
5. 8.
Press pound.
Enter. Heading 58.
Kavanaugh.
And I will stop playing that. And I'll now come over here and do the same thing. Go to heading. What did I do? 58. Yes, 58.
Go to page. Go to heading. Press enter to go to beginning. Press 0, then enter to go to end. 5. 8. Enter. Heading 58.
And again, I like that it just jumps to it. It does not start playing when I press pound on this. So it's kind of interesting. I hope you're finding to see some of these differences. Now, I just want to get a sense of what time it is because I don't want to start the information readout if the clocks are about to chime. So let's just see.
12:22 a.m. Wednesday, July 27, 2022.
Okay, I think we should be okay.
2022.
Just want to see what both clocks said about the time. So I'll go ahead and press 5 now. and I will let it read out all of the information. This will also give you a nice opportunity to hear both voices, and I'll talk about that after we hear the information because I didn't address that yet. So let's press 5.
Battery level 71%. Network information. Network devices turned off. Elapsed 1 hour 27 minutes 44 seconds. Remaining 2 hours 10 minutes. Total 3 hours 37 minutes 44 seconds. Page does not exist. Heading 58. The total number of headings is 129.
Kavanaugh. Does he have a right to dine?
Bookmark does not exist. Voice bookmark does not exist. Daisy title 20.
The week, July 22nd, 2022.
Recorded date, July 26, 2022, 10:27 p.m. Normal playback.
Okay, 5 on the BookPort Plus.
Battery level 64%. Network information. Wireless is off. Elapsed 1 hour 27 minutes 43 seconds. Remaining 2 hours 10 minutes 1 second. Total 3 hours 37 minutes 44 seconds. No pages. Heading 58. Total number of headings 129.
Kavanaugh. Does he have a right to dine?
No bookmarks. No voice bookmarks. Daisy title 42.
The week, July 22nd, 2022.
Creation date July 26th, 2022, 10:27 p.m. Standard play.
There you have that. So the information is the same on both units, exactly the same. But again, I do feel that the BookPort Plus is slightly less verbose. Like the Plextalk Pocket, just pulling out this example, said things like, page does not exist, bookmarks does not exist, voice bookmarks do not exist. On the BookPort Plus, you heard no pages, no bookmarks, no voice bookmarks. So that's a bit, I don't know, I do find that to be a bit cleaner. Again, it's not a dig against the Pocket. The Pocket is a great little unit, and I'm enjoying really getting to see that up close. But that's just to give you a bit of a sense of it there. Really quick, I will point out one of the features I've liked about both of these units is that you can change the speed of the guide voice. And actually, first, a bit about the guide voice. As you probably can tell by listening to them, the voice on the Plextalk Pocket may sound a bit more mechanical, I suppose is the good way to put that. And that is because the Plextalk Pocket is using recordings of a text-to-speech voice, which I believe, well, it is RealSpeak Jennifer, for the narration of the menus and all of the features. Now, the BookPort Plus is using a human guide voice, as APH does have a great recording studio where they produce NLS books. So they're able to, or were able to tap into that to get a human voice to narrate the interface. And I do think it's better. And the fun part actually with the BookPort Plus was they had a couple of different guide voices as they were figuring out who they wanted to go with and who would probably be the best voice for the product. The very first voice was Jill Fox. When I got mine later in the year of 2010, it was Erin Jones. And after some digging, I have figured out that the voice now, her name is Teresa Conkin. One of the books that she's read on Bard, in case you want to hear a bit of her narration, is called Is This Thing On? It's a kind of a guide to computers. So just a fun fact there. But as I was starting to say, one of the things I appreciate about both the BookPort Plus and the Plextalk Pocket is that you can change the speed of the guide voice, which is something you cannot do on the Victor Reader stream. So I will go ahead and show you that. Tweak up both units so I can demo that.
12:28 a.m.
12:28 a.m.
Okay, both are awake. And we will start with the Plextalk Pocket this time. To change the guide voice speed, we're going to press the 1 key.
Speed. Tone. Guide volume. Guide speed.
And we found guide speed. Now we're going to use the up arrow to speed this up.
Guide speed +1. Guide speed +2. Guide speed +3. Guide speed +4. Guide speed +5. Guide speed +6. Guide speed +7. Guide speed +8. Guide speed +8.
Okay, so it goes up to 8. So that's what that sounds like.
Yoke page. Yoke heading. Just press enter to go to begin. Press 0 followed by enter to go to end. Cancel.
It does not sound too good. Okay, let's slow that down. So I press 1.
Speed. Tone. Guide volume. Guide speed. Guide speed +7. Guide speed +6. Guide speed +5. Guide speed +4. Guide speed +3. Guide speed +2. Guide speed +1. Guide speed normal.
And we can go down a little bit.
Guide speed -1. Guide speed -2. Guide speed -3.
Oh, that's painful. I hear a little bit of that.
Go to bookmark.
Oops.
Cancel.
Well, I think that gives you a taste of that, actually.
Speed to guide speed.
Oh, fix that immediately.
Guide
So I'm using my up
speed
arrow now to
-2.
go up.
Guide speed -1. Guide speed normal.
And press 1 to get out of that mode. Now on the BookPort Plus, as you might remember, that function is on the 2 key. So we'll press 2.
Volume, speed, tone, guide volume.
And now, unlike the Pocket, if we press the up and down,
Speed +1. Speed normal.
that's adjusting the speed of the book. Now, we probably have to go back to this.
Volume, speed, tone, guide volume.
So I press 2 to get to guide volume. And to adjust this, or
Guide speed.
sorry, guide speed is what we wanted. To adjust this now, you have to use the volume switch on the side. So we'll press it up.
Guide speed +1. Guide speed +2. Guide speed +3. Guide speed +4. Guide speed +5. Guide speed +6. Guide speed +7. Guide speed +8.
And 8 again is the highest, so let's hear what that sounds like.
Go to page. Go to heading. Press enter to go to beginning. Press 0. Then enter to go to end.
It's actually not too bad.
Cancel.
Okay,
Volume. Speed. Tone. Guide volume. Guide speed.
and since we have to,
Guide speed +7. Guide speed +6. Guide speed +5. Guide speed +4. Guide speed +3. Guide speed +2.
so I'm pressing the volume switch down.
Guide speed +1. Guide speed normal. Guide speed -1. Guide speed -2. Guide speed -3.
I mean, that's bad.
Go to page. Go to heading. Press enter to go to beginning. Press 0, then enter to go to end. Cancel.
Let's speed that back up.
Volume, speed, tone, guide volume, guide speed, guide speed -1, guide speed normal.
Ah, much better. Okay, last thing I think I really want to do is show the difference in the menus and that kind of thing. Well, I guess we can take a fast look at bookmarks actually, so let's do that first. I'll set a bookmark and we'll see.
12:32 a.m.
Okay, wake that up.
Does he have a right to die? It was an injustice so grave it makes my...
Okay, let's put the bookmark here. I'll press the bookmark key, which is right above the 1.
Go to bookmark.
And I'll press it again.
Set bookmark. Press enter key to set bookmark or recording key to set voice bookmark.
So we have insert
Remove bookmark.
and remove. So let's go back
to
up
bookmark.
to insert.
Set bookmark.
Or set.
Press enter key to set bookmark or recording key to set voice bookmark.
And I will press enter. I'll do pound this time to set bookmark.
Enter. Setting bookmark 1 has been completed.
Okay, it says setting bookmark 1 has been completed. And I'll play on this again, on the BookPort Plus.
Does he have a right to dine? It was an injustice.
Okay, and I'll press the bookmark key above 1.
Go to bookmark. Set bookmark. Press enter key to set bookmark or record key to set voice bookmark.
And again, we've removed as well.
Remove bookmark.
But let's go to,
Go. Set bookmark. Press enter key to set bookmark or record key to set voice bookmark.
and we'll set this with confirm or pound, sorry.
Enter. Setting bookmark 1 completed.
There you go. Very similar messaging, except on the pocket says has been completed. It's just completed on BookPort Plus. Go ahead and just show you now, of course, that would be updated in the info key with the 5. So if we press 5 multiple times, we'll cycle through the info. So let's do that.
Battery level 70%. Network information. Network devices turned off. Elapsed 1. Page does not exist. Heading 58. Current bookmark 1. The total number of bookmarks is 1. Voice bookmark does not exist. Daisy type.
And again, over here on the BookPort Plus will be the same deal. Press 5.
Battery level 63%. Network information. Wireless is off. Elapsed. No pages. Heading 50. Current bookmark 1. Total bookmarks 1. No voice bookmarks. Daisy title.
Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and remove these bookmarks. Let's start with the BookPort Plus this time. I'll press bookmark till we get to remove bookmark.
Go to bookmark. Set book. Remove bookmark.
And I'll press 1 because we want to remove bookmark 1.
1.
Hit pound.
Enter. Removing bookmark 1 completed.
And it is done. Do the same thing over here on the pocket.
Go to set. Remove bookmark 1.
Hit pound.
Enter. Removing bookmark 1 has been completed.
Bam. Okay. I think we've come to the part that I was most curious to see the differences, to see if I could spot any. And that is the menu, because who doesn't like getting a piece of equipment and exploring the menu? I know that's one of my favorite things to do, because maybe I'm a bit weird. I'm going to go ahead and press menu, and we'll start with the pocket this time. So again, menu is, if we find the number 3 and go up 2, you'll find it. Or if you go to the power key, it's right below that. So let's go into the menu. Press menu.
Menu. Edit. Use left or right key to select item. Press play, stop, down or pound key to confirm or up key to cancel.
And it gives us a bit of guidance about using left and right to move through. And you can use up to cancel or down to confirm. All that good stuff. And it told us the first item is edit. Now we can't do much with this because we're not in a recording. But if we were to press select here,
Cannot edit this title.
it plays the error tone and says cannot edit this title. So let's go to the right,
Recording settings.
and we'll have a look in here at recording settings.
Enter. Select items. Select recording mode.
I won't go into all of these menus because we'd be here all night or all day, depending on when this gets published and when you're watching.
Turn guidance on or off when recording.
You can customize recording guidance.
Select external audio input jack. Auto gain control. Select
So all the
recording
stuff
mode.
that you'd want to customize when recording, your format, all that fun stuff.
Cancel menu. Recording settings. Playback settings.
Playback settings will go in here.
Enter. Select items. Shuffle and repeat settings.
So shuffle and repeat, we'll go in here briefly.
Enter. Select playback setting. Normal playback.
Normal,
Repeat title.
repeat title,
Normal playback.
And we'll leave it on normal playback. Press star.
Cancel. Select items. Shuffle and repeat settings. Reading audio file name.
Reading audio file name.
Enter. Read audio file name.
I'm going to have it read the file name.
Read audio track number.
Our track number.
Read audio file name.
Be nice if we could have both.
Cancel. Select items. Reading audio file name. Multimedia Daisy playback setting.
And you have settings for Multimedia Daisy books.
Skippable.
And settings for skippable elements. So some books you can customize things like the reading of page numbers, sidebars, that kind of thing. I don't think it's used as much here in the US, but the options are here, and they're on the BookPort as well, which we'll see in a minute.
Cancel menu. Playback settings. Bookmark.
We have a menu for bookmarks.
Enter. Select bookmark settings. Playback setting for voice bookmark.
We have playback settings for voice bookmarks.
Enter. Voice bookmark on. Voice bookmark off. Voice bookmark on.
I assume this controls when if they're automatically played, but let's just go out of this.
Cancel. Select bookmark settings. Playback setting for voice bookmark. Clear all bookmarks and current title.
Okay, so we could clear all here if we didn't want to do remove bookmark.
Playback setting for voice bookmark. Cancel menu. Bookmark. Voice memo.
Okay, and here we have voice memo.
Enter. Select items. Delete the selected voice memo.
Delete the selected voice memo.
Delete all voice memos.
Delete all voice memos.
Delete
And
the
that's it.
selected voice memo. Cancel menu. Podcast.
Now, I'm not going to go into podcasts. We're not going to look at the online features or to compare them in this video because actually I copied an OPML file to both units, and whenever I tried to go to it, both units totally freeze up, and it happens, as I was saying, with both units, which really shows how similar they are.
Media management.
But we will go in here to media management.
Enter. Select items. Media and title information.
Media and title information. This is where we can find out about our media. So let's go in here and listen to this.
Enter. Media information. The SD card is unlocked. Free space of this media 6.1 gigabytes. Total size of this media 7.3 gigabytes. Title information. Daisy. This title cannot be prepared for editing. Used space for this title 38 megabytes. Media information. The SD card is unlocked. Free
Now
space
this will
of
keep
this
repeating
6.1
the information
gigabytes. Total size
until
of
we
this
leave.
media,
So
7.3
I'll go ahead now
gigabytes.
and
Title
press
information.
the
Daisy.
cancel key.
This title. Cancel. Select items. Media and title information.
So there's media and title information.
Delete all files on the SD card.
So we can delete all files on the SD card.
Delete all files in the USB device.
Similar for if we had a USB device connected.
Create a new title.
Create a new title. I'm not 100% sure what that's for.
Delete the selected title.
We could delete this book.
Delete a file.
Delete a file.
Prepare for editing.
Prepare for editing. We cannot do that here.
Build book.
We could build, if we recorded our book, or our recording, we could build it into a Daisy book.
Network folder.
Network folder allows you to transfer content from your computer wirelessly to the Plextalk Pocket.
Media and title information.
And again, we have our media and title information. Now,
Cancel menu. Media management. System settings.
go in here to System Settings.
Enter. Select management item. System properties.
Now, System Properties. We'll do this first. And this reads very much like the media management, media and title information did. It will speak it until you exit out of here. Now, please note, I am going to be editing out the serial number when it gets announced, just for privacy, because I think that's the right thing to do. I don't think it's a good idea to get that in a video. So, you will hear that edit.
Enter PTB1 system version 6.01.03 USE serial number 5. Install key. 1. NLS. PTB1 system version 6.
And again, it's repeating. Now, I just want to mention that that is the latest version of the Pocket firmware.
System properties.
I actually had to update this unit because it came running 3.0, so it needed some updates.
Select the text-to-speech voice.
Oh my goodness, I completely did not cover this. Text-to-speech voices. Now, these do use the same voice, so you'll get a sense of it through here. But we have two options, so let's go in here.
Enter. U.S. English, Samantha.
U.S. English, Tom.
We have U.S. English Samantha and Tom.
U.S. English, Samantha.
Now, for Samantha, they're using a higher quality voice. It's not a compact voice. Unfortunately, you can't get that for Tom. So if you prefer Tom, you were kind of stuck with the lower quality voice.
Cancel. Select management item. Select the text-to-speech voice. Select the waiting sound.
Waiting sound, you have a couple of options.
Enter. Waiting sound 1.
Waiting sound 1. Now this is when something is loading or it's reading your SD card.
Waiting sound 2.
And that is waiting sound 2, so it's more of a beep.
No waiting sound.
Now, I'm going to leave this on 1 because I actually quite
Waiting
like
sound 1.
this chime.
Cancel. Select management item. Select the waiting sound. Select the key press confirmation sound.
Key press confirmation sound, those are the little beeps that you are hearing.
Set the system date and time.
You can set your date and time.
Delete authorization keys.
Now this is where you can delete authorization keys. I'm going to let you hear what happens when you go in here, although I'm not going to do the process.
Enter. Warning. This will delete all authorization keys. If you delete these keys, the device will no longer play protected titles. Please confirm by typing 1, 2, 3, 4 and press enter.
So there you go. It tells you to type 1, 2, 3, 4 and then press enter. And it's very good that it does this because you delete, this is for example your barred key. If you were to do this, your Plextalk Pocket or BookPort Plus would not play books from the National Library Service. Just as an example.
Cancel. Select management item. Delete authorization keys. Initialize all settings to default.
We can initialize all to default.
System properties.
And then we go back to system properties.
Cancel menu. System settings. Network settings.
And then we have our network settings, which I'm not going to cover in this video. So we're done. Let's go ahead and press cancel to get out of here.
Cancel.
Alright, now we'll do the same thing over here on the BookPort Plus.
12:46 a.m.
And all the options are pretty much going to be the same, but I'll go through them anyway, maybe a bit quicker on the BookPort Plus, so you can just hear how this voice reads them. So let's go in here. I'll press the menu key.
Menu. Edit. Use right or left arrow to choose item. Press down arrow to select or up arrow to cancel.
Again, you get a nice little usage hint there. Okay, so edit, if I just press...
Cannot edit this title.
Again, we can't edit that, so...
Recording.
We'll go in here to recording. And notice it just says recording. It does not say the word settings.
Enter. Recording mode.
And you have recording mode here, which is for like what quality and settings you want to use.
Guidance when recording.
You have guidance and recording.
External audio input jack.
Same thing with the jack.
Auto gain control.
Auto gain.
Recording mode.
Recording mode. Let's go back out of here.
Cancel. Menu. Recording. Playback.
Playback.
Enter. Shuffle and repeat.
Shuffle and repeat. We'll go in here.
Enter. Playback setting. Standard play.
Standard play.
Repeat title.
Repeat title.
Standard play.
And that was just called standard playback, I believe, on the Pocket. So,
Cancel. Shuffle and repeat. Audio file announcement.
again, audio file announcement.
Enter. Read track number. Read file name. Read track number.
You can read track number.
Read file name.
or file name.
Read
Now,
track
I
number.
believe that
Read file
the
name.
higher pitch beat means it's the default setting too.
Cancel. Audio file announcement. Multimedia Daisy Playback.
Multimedia Daisy Playback is, I believe, if you have a book that supports text-to-speech and audio, so you could use both.
Skippable.
And again, you have your skippable elements.
Shuffle and repeat. Cancel. Menu. Playback. Bookmark.
Bookmark,
Enter. Playback voice bookmarks.
playback voice bookmarks.
Enter. Voice bookmarks on.
Have that on
Voice bookmarks off.
or off.
Voice bookmarks on. Cancel. Playback. Clear all bookmarks and current title.
And again, you can clear all bookmarks.
Playback voice bookmarks.
Playback voice. Okay.
Cancel. Menu. Bookmark. Voice memo.
Similar thing here for voice memo.
Enter. Delete the selected voice memo. Delete all voice memos. Delete the selected voice memo. Cancel. Menu. Voice memo. Podcast. Backup.
Okay, here we have backup. I believe we did not have that on the Pocket because that is assigned to the 9 key. Although now I am curious, just to make sure I didn't miss that.
1250. Menu. Network. Sit. Media Manage. Podcast.
Yeah, backup is assigned
Cancel.
to the 9 key on the Pocket.
Media management.
Now here we go. Here's media management. We'll go in here.
Enter. Media and title information.
Media and title information. Again, we'll let this play.
Enter. Media information. SD card unlocked. Free space 2.8 gigabytes. Total size 14.8 gigabytes. Title information. Daisy. This title cannot be prepared for editing. Used space for this title 38 megabytes. Media information. SD card unlocked. Free space 2.8 gigabytes. Total
So again,
size
this repeats just like on the
14.8.
Pocket.
Cancel. Media and title information. Erase SD card.
Erase SD card. Now that's much more of a simple title, I think. You know, it tells you exactly what it'll do. Erase erase SD card. As opposed to the longer, like delete all files on SD.
Erase USB.
And we have erase USB.
Create new title.
Create new title. Now, next,
Create new text file.
we do have an option that is not on the Plextalk Pocket. This option allows you to create a text file where you could take down notes or write, you know, I don't know if you'd want to write an essay on this, but I suppose you could. But it's good for quick notes. You know, you could write down phone numbers. I did do a video on this back in 2013. Probably isn't the best, but if you want to go back to see how the text file creation works, I would encourage you to take a look at that.
Delete title.
Again, we can delete this book,
Delete file.
delete a file,
Prepare for editing.
prepare for editing,
Build book.
build book.
Network folder.
And we have the same network folder functionality as the Pocket.
Media and title information.
Okay, our last
Cancel
menu to
menu.
look at
Media. System.
is System.
Enter. System properties.
And we'll go in here to System Properties and let this read.
Enter. BookPort Plus. System version 6.02.00. APH. Serial number 5.
Install key. 1. NLS. 2. Learning Ally. 3. Saratag.
BookPort Plus. System version 6.
And again, it repeats. And 6.02 is the latest version.
Cancel. System properties.
Actually, I updated this yesterday as well because I had not updated to 6.02.
Text to speech voice.
And text-to-speech voice,
Enter.
U.S. English. Samantha.
same choices, Samantha and
U.S. English. Tom.
Tom. Again, with high quality Samantha
U.S. English. Samantha.
and low quality Tom.
Cancel. Text to speech voice. Waiting sound.
And same waiting choices.
Enter. Waiting sound 1. Waiting sound 2. No waiting sound. Cancel.
So there's that.
Waiting sound. Key press confirmation sound.
Same with key press confirmation sound. You can turn that on or off.
Date and time.
Date and time.
Text input mode.
Now, here's another new option, or a different option. You have a choice between text input modes on the BookPort Plus.
Enter. Thumb braille.
You have thumb braille,
Reverse thumb braille.
reverse thumb braille,
ABC.
and ABC. Now, ABC is like the standard texting that you do on an old flip phone or candy bar style phone. So, it's, A is on 2, as well as B and C. If you want to type L, you'd press 5 3 times, for example. So that is ABC. And that is the only option on the Pocket. Now, APH also had thumb braille and reverse thumb braille as options. So if you knew Braille, you could type a lot more efficiently with the BookPort Plus.
Thumb braille.
Okay, we're still in that menu, so let's go cancel.
Cancel. Text input mode. Delete authorization keys.
Delete authorization keys. I much prefer the message on this because I think it's much clearer. Take a listen.
Enter. Warning, this will delete all authorization keys, such as those from NLS and Learning Ally. If you delete these keys, you will not be able to play titles from these providers. Please confirm by typing 1, 2, 3, 4, and pressing enter.
Like, the fact that this particularly mentions NLS and Learning Ally, I think makes that a very helpful prompt. And again, you have to confirm with 1, 2, 3, 4, just like on the Pocket.
Cancel. Delete authorization keys. Restore factory defaults.
And you can restore all settings to factory default,
System properties.
and there are your system properties.
Cancel. Menu. System.
And if we go to the right,
Network settings.
we have network settings.
Edit.
And there's edit, so I'll go ahead and press cancel.
Cancel.
Ooh, okay, so that's our brief tour of the menus on both units. Again, they're very much the same, except the BookPort Plus has a few options that the Pocket does not. But other than that, they are the same. I'm going to leave you with one more demonstration. At least I think this will be the last one. And that is I'll let you hear both Tom and Samantha on both units. So, the Pocket has gone ahead and fallen asleep, which is the one we'll start with.
12:57 a.m.
So I'll go ahead and wake it up. Jeez, this is a long video. If you're still watching this, wow, you guys are amazing. Okay. So I'll go ahead and press the 0 key to go into the help mode. And the reason I'm going to do that is it is text-to-speech read. So let's go ahead and press 0.
Help on. Plextalk Pocket PTP1 version 6 User's Guide. OPML files 19.2.
Okay, so let's go to the beginning of this.
Go to heading tips. Just enter beginning of title.
You've heard that prompt before, so.
Plextalk Pocket PTP1 version 6.
Okay,
User's
this is.
Guide. Important notices. FCC notice.
I think that's sped up slightly, so
Speed. Speed +1. Speed normal.
put that to normal.
Notice. Declaration of conformity. Model number. PTP1. Trade name. Plextalk. Responsible party. Shinano Kenshi Company. Limited. Address. 1078. Kamimaruko. Waidashi. Nagano-ken. 3860498. Japan. This device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules. Operation is subject to the following 2 conditions.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and change the voice to Tom.
Menu. Edit. Use left or right key to select item. Press play, stop, down or pound key to confirm or up key to cancel.
And I'll press left arrow to get to system settings.
Network settings. System settings.
Press play.
Enter. Select management item. System properties. Select the text-to-speech voice.
And I'll press right arrow, which I just did, to go to select the text-to-speech voice. Press play pause.
Enter. U.S. English. Samantha.
And press right arrow.
U.S. English. Tom.
There's Tom. Again, I'll press play pause to select.
Enter. Set.
And it says enter, set. Okay.
Conditions. 1. This device may not cause harmful interference. And 2. This device must accept any interference received, including interference that may cause undesired operation. This equipment has been tested and found to comply with the limits for a Class B digital device, pursuant to Part 15 of the FCC.
Okay. Now I'll quickly put this back on Samantha, and then we will do the same thing on the BookPort.
Menu. Edit. Net. Systems. Enter. Select management item. System properties. Select the text-to-speech voice. Enter.
U.S. English. Tom.
U.S. English. Samantha. Enter. Set.
There. Okay, I'll exit help. Well, let me just verify it's working.
FCC rules. These.
Yep, okay. And I will go ahead now and press 0 to go out of help.
Help off. SD card. Daisy title.
The week, July 22nd, 2022.
Date of publication, July 2022. Name of the publisher. National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, Library of Congress.
Alright, let's do this quickly on the BookPort.
1 a.m.
Alright, so we're already on Samantha, so let's go to help, press 0.
Help on.
BookPort Plus User Guide. Documents of many types. Its main features in
Go to page. Go to heading. Press enter. Enter. Beginning of title. Beginning of title.
BookPort Plus User Guide. BookPort Plus logo. BookPort Plus logo. Plus logo. Copyright 2009 to 2015 American Printing House for the Blind, Incorporated. 2015-12-10. Introduction. BookPort Plus is a portable, digital talking book player recorder. It represents the latest generation of special media playback and recorder devices. Its small size, quality recordings, Wi-Fi connectivity, and unique capabilities make it an ideal replacement for older technology like cassette players.
Okay, pause that, and I'll go into System.
Menu. Edit. Use right or left arrow to choose item. Press down arrow to select or up arrow to cancel. Network settings. System.
And
Enter. System properties. Text to speech voice.
text-to-speech voice.
Enter.
U.S. English, Samantha.
U.S. English. Tom.
There's Tom, press enter.
Enter. Set.
There. Oops.
Players. Bulky digital talking book players, or inaccessible, commercial digital recorders. At the same time, its specialized hardware and software makes it easier to use, more reliable, and more flexible than programs running on cell phones or PCs that might perform some of its functions.
Okay, go ahead and put this back on Samantha.
Menu. Edit. Use network. System. Enter. System properties. Text to speech voice. Enter.
U.S. English. Tom.
U.S. English, Samantha.
Enter. Set.
There. Alright, again, we'll go out of help.
Help off. SD card Daisy title.
The week, July 22nd, 2022.
Publication date July 2022. Publisher
National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, Library of Congress.
Alright. Now, I'm not sure if I pointed it out or not, but
1:04 a.m.
on the side, on the right side, there is a key lock switch. If we slide it up,
Key lock on.
key lock is on.
Key lock off.
Sliding it down, key lock is off. And I'll just have the same thing on the BookPort.
key lock on.
My switch is a bit finicky on the BookPort Plus, so
Key lock off.
sometimes it
Key lock on.
like it sounds like it's
Key Key lock on.
Yeah.
Key lock off.
Guess it's getting old. Okay, well, I think I'll wrap it up there. I think that is everything I wanted to show on these two units. Go ahead and power them down one at a time. Again, we'll start with the Plextalk Pocket. I'll go ahead and press the power button.
Power safe. Hold the power key for power off. Power off.
Okay, and it played that nice little chime. Now, we'll do the same thing over here on the BookPort. I'll go ahead and hold down the power key.
Power save mode. Hold the power key for power off. Power off.
There we go. So, I'm gonna put these close together for you to get a look at them while we wrap up here. So as you can tell, really closely examining them, the devices are nearly identical. Especially in hardware design, these look, of course the branding is different. It's Plextalk branding on the back of this one. Same on the front there. BookPort Plus has the APH logo there. But really, the differences aren't that many. And both of these were really nice book players for their time. These still work and could definitely still get the job done. I'm sure there are people that still use their BookPort Plus and Plextalk Pocket. It's really been interesting to me to get a look at these up close, and I've wanted to do that really ever since I got the BookPort Plus. There's always been, a bit of curiosity, to see, can you tell these apart by touch, for example? And I can. I don't know if it's a slightly different material that the BookPort Plus is made out of. It feels maybe a bit more, I don't know if metallic is the right word, and then the Plextalk Pocket feels a bit more plasticky, but other than that, if you couldn't tell that, the keys feel the same. As you can hear, they sound the same, the keys. So the easiest way to really tell, I think, is through the software. Of course, unless you can see the two units, because the coloring is different. Again, I'll really try to get in close here so you can see on the left the Plextalk Pocket, and on the right the BookPort Plus. So yeah, I hope you found this interesting to kind of have a tour of both units. Of course, I didn't cover everything. I covered most of it, though, actually more, I think, than I intended to. But I just really got into exploring the differences in the units. And some of the interesting things that I've been finding are, I knew about the navigation. I knew that was different. And for the most part, I actually do like the BookPort Plus's adaptation a bit better, except for one thing. I do like that you can go the other direction for moving through your navigation levels on the Pocket, because you can use the up arrow, which you can't on the BookPort. There is no up. So if you miss, say, level 2, you have to go all the way through the level again to get to level 2. But the other elements of it are quite a bit simpler. You can move through time with 1 and 3 and 4 and 6. And it leaves your arrow keys for speed control, which I really like. So if you want to quickly adjust your speed, you can do that on the BookPort Plus. But other than that, and the fact that you can create text files and have like thumb braille, and that the BookPort Plus has different guide voice and a bit of, changes in verbosity, these units really are identical. I mean, I think it's holding both on top of the other. I'm sure people in the day were happy with either one. Now, in my personal opinion, I do think I like the BookPort Plus a bit better. I find the guide voice, pre-recorded speech, to be quite a bit friendlier than the kind of robotic voice of the Plextalk Pocket. And I also think that the BookPort Plus is a bit less verbose. For example, we know we're in a settings menu. We don't need to hear the word settings. I'm dropping things. Let me put these in park. We don't need to hear the word settings after each item. And set the system date and time as an example. Just say date and time, which is what APH did with the BookPort Plus. Very minor differences, but again, to me, I like looking at the minor differences between two products. So, I know this video was quite long, but I do hope, if you're a bit of a blindness technology history nerd like myself, or if you've always been curious to see the differences between these two players, I hope you enjoyed this, because I really enjoyed making it. And if there's something I did not show in this long video, I think I covered most of it, but if there is something I did not cover that you're like, oh, I really wish we could see that, let me know and I'll see what I can do. I might do one once I can straighten it up a bit on the Wi-Fi, comparing that, maybe getting some web radio and podcasts to work. But that's for another day. Because, we covered a lot in this video. But I think that will do it. I hope you've enjoyed this comparison between the Plextalk Pocket and the BookPort Plus. Both of these I do believe are discontinued now, by the way. So if you want to get your hands on one, eBay or, blindness, like Blind Ads mailing list would be your place to go. The BookPort Plus, as I mentioned, I got new back in 2010. And the Plextalk Pocket I got off of eBay. Okay, I'll just end this video for those of you with a bit of vision, giving you one last full tour on the units. Oh, and you got your jacks on top for microphone and headphone. I did not point that out. Sorry. All right. And there you have it. There's your slot for SD on the left. But yeah, that is your tour and a look at some of the software differences between the Plextalk Pocket and the BookPort Plus. Thank you for watching this very long video. Stay tuned. I have some more exciting videos in the works, and you won't want to miss them. So, stay tuned, and thank you for watching. See you in an upcoming video.
We hope you have enjoyed this video. If so, please subscribe for more, and feel free to comment. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, at Gallagher123123. Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.